Let's have a conversation about dairy products and hair. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. My Life Golden 28 asks, thanks for sharing. How did you find out that dairy affected your hair? Was it an allergy test? So no, I did not find out that dairy causes like intense hair shedding through an allergy test. It was actually by happenstance. I used to be a coffee drinker. I love coffee, and so I stopped drinking because, again, it sort of added, I'm trying to lose weight and be healthier and sort of get away from caffeine every day. And when I drank coffee, I had milk every day with, or creamer in my coffee every day, I should say. Outside of that, I wasn't really eating too much dairy. So when I stopped drinking coffee, I happened to also stop consuming dairy with, that was that. And then one day, maybe like a week or so, or I should back up a second. Prior to this, not drinking coffee, I was always like, my hair would always shed, and because I thought I have thyroid disease or hyperthyroidism, I'm like, that's just a natural course, even though my doctor always says, oh, your thyroid is healthy, it's normal. So, I just always sort of attribute it to that, because a lot of people talk about, hair shedding as a byproduct of that. And it always shed a little bit when I comb, when I wash it, it's very healthy or whatever, but I always had that. And so, fast forward to, it was maybe like about, maybe a week or two, and I didn't have any coffee. So therefore I had no dairy. And then one day I was like, I had a hankering for cottage cheese and pineapples, which I really love. I was like, oh, let me have some. And so I had some cottage cheese, and it was a different type of cottage cheese. It was like extremely creamy or something like that. I think it was like Daisy brand. And then right after I had cottage cheese, I went to go comb my hair, and it was like a handful of hair came out, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is crazy. I'm like, has dairy been making my hair shed and fall out this whole time? And then so I was like, okay, well, let me just sort of let me try something else just to make sure. And sure enough, I had like I think it was like yogurt, and it wasn't a particular brand, so this was a different brand than Daisy. So then I had yogurt, and sure enough, after I had yogurt, my hair started falling out. And so, when I abstain from dairy, my hair doesn't shed intensely or fall out or anything like that. And so I've noticed that since I've cut back dairy, I don't have any hair breakage. And anytime I may slip up and may have just a little bit of, it doesn't matter how much, even if it's just a small amount, or if it's like a product with like hidden dairy in it, my hair is always shedding and breaking off. But since I've stopped consuming dairy, my eyebrows and everything has been growing pretty much tremendously. My hair is filling out quite a bit. It's definitely growing back a lot more around the temples and things like that. And there's no shedding and no breakage, including when I wash my hair, which it had been doing that for years, and I thought it was thyroid disease. So it was really by an accidental process of elimination. And so I've managed to continue abstaining from dairy, so I don't have any cheese or anything like that. And hair has been growing back tremendously full and healthier and thicker. So I hope that helps to answer your question. But no dairy, and no hair breakage or shedding, I should say, extreme shedding.